It's Mike Robertson here from the Bow River blog, Guided Fishing Tours Incorporated. Today's little tips and tricks involve how to lubricate an open face spinning reel. So I just bought it brand new out of the box. It's a Berkley product, Fluger President XT 6940. So this is what that looks like. It's a great Berkley product. So there's three major lubrication points in the reel. There's ball bearings in the handle. You want to lubricate the shaft of the reel as well as the ball bearings inside the reel. So I'm going to take the reel apart first to show you how to do that. So we're going to reverse thread. We're going to go back this way for the handle. I'm going to take the handle off. The other cap is on the other side, so lubrication won't come out the other side of the reel, right? Today we're using the Daiwa liquid lubrication. There's two different kinds. There's the grease. I don't really like lubricating my reels with grease. I find it doesn't get down into the bearings properly. I'd rather use the liquid style lubrication for my reels. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lubricate the bearings inside the handle. We're going to just shoot a couple. See this? I'm going to take this plastic piece off. It's almost like a syringe, if you can see that. And we're just going to shoot a couple shots, 1, 2, 3, of lubrication into the handle, into the hole of the handle seen here. So now we have lubrication in the bearings of the handle, and then we're going to go ahead and put the handle back on the reel. We're going to reverse thread it, so we're going to go this way to put the handle back on. It's very important to make sure you have the threads lined up properly. You don't want to strip the handle out of the reel. So I'm just going to take my time here. See, yeah, that's no good. Okay, that's better. So we're going to screw this back on, like so. And then we're going to tilt it this way so the lubrication actually gets right down. And I'm just going to spin it. It actually feels better already. Just going to work that lubrication into the bearings of the handle first. Okay, now we can go ahead and take off the spool, which is right here. So we're going to back off the spool, and we're going to take off the spool, and I'll show you the other 2 points of lubrication access. One is a hole right in the middle of the reel arms, like the reel seat itself. So we're going to pull this off. Be very, very careful not to pull. There's some nuts and screws and kind of bolts in here. It's very important not to pull those off. So you see, we already have that wanting to leave here, right? So we're going to open this up wide on the shaft, and then I'm going to lubricate the shaft of the reel right in here. And then I'm going to put a little lubrication where the shaft runs up and down the spool. See, now it's going to go down, it's going to go up, down, up. I'm going to work that lubrication into the reel slowly. You don't have to spin it, or you'll get, if you spin it really fast, you're going to get a lot of oil flying all over the place. So I don't like to spin it really fast. I just like to slowly put it on. And then now there's one more point. This is why it's important to get good grease, like the syringe style Daiwa grease. There's a hole right in here. You see that hole there? Right there. That hole is the 3rd place of lubrication. That will lubricate the ball bearings inside of the reel. So we're going to go ahead and put, see, this goes right inside, okay? If you see that, it goes right in there. We're going to squeeze a liberal amount of oil in there. I'm going to squeeze it twice, okay? And then I'm going to just, again, I'm going to start working it slowly into the bearings of the reel. This is a brand new reel, okay? So I lubricated my reel right away before I even took it out. So now I'm going to put the spool back on carefully, because I don't want any of those nuts or so. See, this is the tricky part. Okay, now I have it on. Now it sits down. Now I can screw this on. If you can't screw that on, you know there's something wrong with the spool. It's not meeting those nuts properly. Okay, so I'm going to turn it almost all the way up. I test my drag later, so I can test my drag before I go on, but that seems pretty good. And now I can spin it a little more. There's no oil going all over my computer, or there's nothing going on my table. So it's good. Now I can spin it a little bit more. Turn it upside down. Make sure that lubrication gets all over the... Oh, this feels 10 times better than it did right from the factory. Okay, so these are the 3 key lubrication points. 1 is the handle. 2 is the shaft where it moves up and down off the spinning reel. And 3 is the bearings right inside the spinning reel themselves in here. Okay, this is a 10 ball bearing spinning reel, so it's naturally smooth, consistent right out of the box. But if you find it starts to get a little bit gritty, or it starts to get a little harder to reel, you know you might have some dirt or grime inside the reel. You want to pull it apart. You can use reel cleaner. I'll show you quickly. You spray reel cleaner in here. I have the bottle, but it's just over here. I'm not going to go get it. But you clean the reel first. Get all the reel cleaner. It's like WD-40, but it's actually specifically made for cleaning spinning reels, any reels of any kind. Get all that, let it dry overnight, it'll evaporate out, and then you can re-lubricate your reel at those 3 points. Handle, shaft, inside bearings. Okay? So just a quick little tutorial on how to lubricate your spinning reel. Thanks everybody for joining us. Appreciate your time. Happy trails on the water. Thank you.